Hi everyone, I thought I would do a review video today for you. It's pretty much really one of the first review videos that I've done. The product that I'll be reviewing is a tanning product. It's a bronzing mousse, and the brand is Moriz. Now, I know from watching kind of other videos, this is being likened to a dupe for Saint-Tropez. Now, I've never used the Saint-Tropez brand, so I can't kind of really compare the two, but I can compare these to other tanning products that I've used before. So first of all, if I kind of start, one massive pro for me is the price. This is a 200ml or 7.04 fluid ounce bottle. And I mean, it's brilliant. You can't make a mistake with this. I've used tanning products before, whether it's been a spray or a cream, and you know, there have been maybe a few odd kind of patches that I've missed, or it's kind of streaked a bit, and you don't ever know that until the colour has actually developed. With this, problem solved. Really, because the kind of product comes out and it already has colour to it. I will pump some out and just show you. So I'll pump some out. So as you can see there, it's a mousse. I mean, it's not running anywhere, it's not dribbling or dripping off. As it is a mousse, and for me it actually smells quite nice. The smell of it doesn't remind me of fake tan products at all. I mean, I've used various different kinds. I've used kind of spray-on tans, cream, even kind of gradual tanning creams. I've got a gradual tanning cream here. It's from Beauties. It's their Lacura brand. It's called Sunshine Body Lotion Gentle Tanning, and although it's a moisturiser, because I mean, I'm not sure how much kind of fake tan they put in this particular product, but even this does smell of the normal kind of fake tan smell that you can get. The bronzing mousse, for me, I mean, I can't smell that smell at all. So yeah, big kind of bonus is the price. Another bonus is that you can't make mistakes with it. You really can't, because it comes out, and when you apply it, it applies with colour, so you can see where you're actually kind of getting the product. You can't make a mistake. I've tried a couple of different ways of applying this. I did kind of pump some onto my arm and then rub it in with my hand. I kind of washed my hands in between, but that was just kind of a bit too much of a faff just for me. So I saw somebody else's video, and she used something similar to this. She used a Round Cosmetics, like a foundation sponge, and so I would apply it onto the sponge and then kind of apply it on my arm, across kind of my chest or wherever. But I found that once the sponge itself had actually kind of got slightly dampened with the product, then I'd end up with orangey brown fingertips. Hopefully you can see that there's no kind of orange hands here. Reason for that is I decided then that I would still kind of go with the sponge method, but then I'd put some washing up gloves on. I would put one kind of glove on at a time, and then pump it onto the sponge, apply the sponge to kind of wherever on my body I wanted the product to go. And that way you don't get any orange hands at all. And then once I'd kind of done my arms, to get kind of my hands, because there's no kind of great big telltale sign, try and move my watch, but there's no kind of like a cut off and then white hands. Now the reason for that is because with the sponge, with kind of what's left, I would then just run that over the back of my hands, or I would get the product with no gloves on now. I'd take the product, I would get it onto the back of my hand, pump try and pump a small amount, and then I'd actually kind of rub my hands together and kind of blend it in with my arms so it's all kind of just one colour. Now this dries super duper quick. I mean probably 2 minutes maybe, probably even quicker. So I mean really quick. You don't kind of have to walk around and, you know, kind of holding everything out in case you touch something and it kind of goes funny. You don't have that problem. So personally what I do, because it says on here to exfoliate the skin, obviously anyone who fake tans, you know, I'm sure you pretty much know that you would need to exfoliate, otherwise it just kind of goes a bit of an awful colour. And then it says moisturise the dry areas of the skin, for example knees, elbows, hands, ankles, feet and hairline. Now a couple of videos that I watched kind of is a bit weird, because some of the people said they would exfoliate, get out of the bath or the shower, then moisturise their entire body and then apply the mousse. Now for me, because last year I went for kind of a professional spray tan, and one of the things they said that I must not do, don't put any moisturiser on anywhere at all. And so I didn't. When I got there they just put some moisturiser, mainly on my knees, I think a tiny bit on my elbows, and on my feet. And that was it. And then they kind of sprayed me, and so I figured, well, if that's kind of how they do it in kind of a salon environment, you know, obviously because the moisturiser will build up a barrier, so you probably still would get colour but not as much, which is why they say to kind of put it on your dry areas. But yeah, I mean it's a really brilliant product. It hasn't made me go orange, it's just given me a healthy colour. I saw a friend today that I've not seen for ages, and he was kind of he just couldn't believe his eyes. He said, you know, you look really well and you look really different. And I said it's probably just because I'm, you know, not as pale as you're used to me looking. So definitely, I mean, as I say, I can't compare it to the more expensive Saint-Tropez product. I've never tried that, but the products that I have tried, oh, this beats them hands down easily, so easily. So yeah, although one thing I did do today, I did go and buy a tanning mitten. I used to use these before, and so I just figured I'd give that a go again. So you just kind of put your hand inside, put the product onto the mitt and then rub that over. But another thing that I do, although I don't make any mistakes with this, just for me to make sure I've kind of got it 100% absolutely blended without any kind of patch or funny slightly bit dark hit, as far as I don't have any of that, I do go over with my moisturiser with a touch of gentle tanning. So that just kind of moisturises my skin, obviously after I've applied the tanning product, but because this also has a hint of self-tan itself, it just makes it completely blended in. There are no kind of marks or funny lines. I know sometimes, or I know when I kind of first tried to use this with a sponge, I'd kind of put one line and then I'd kind of go up again, and if I didn't get it quick enough, then just where the colour had slightly overlapped, it could look a tiny bit darker. Now, I mean, if I'd have kind of gone in with a sponge and kind of worked it out, then that would have been fine, it would have blended. But I just go over with that, and then I'm done. So that is kind of my tanning routine. That is my review of this product. Brilliant price, does an amazing job, foolproof, doesn't smell, I haven't found colour transference onto my clothes as with many other tanning products that I've used before. So yeah, all in all, I kind of can't find a bad word to say about it. And because it has like a green hint inside, that's kind of the secret to a tan that looks brown rather than a tan that can look maybe slightly orange. So yeah, that's my review. If you have any questions, please do let me know and I'll get back to you. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Take care. Bye.